everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you missed my previous video, please check out the link below, like, share, and subscribe. And in that video, I spoke about the casting process and my experience. Today, I'm going to talk about my experience traveling to the filming location. I remember just having 1 to 2 days of packing everything. It was insane just because I only had a couple of days before going on the show to myself due to work at the time. So I had to pack like my clothes, my fitness attire, heels, dresses, all of my products because I just had no idea what was going to happen on the show. So once that was completed, I felt so much better and happier. I was like, thank God that's over with. Getting an email with all the flights information, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the longest flight ever in my life that I never took. It was gonna be 25 to 26 hours before I got to the filming location. So that was just like incredible. Like, this is gonna be a long journey. I had a night flight, so I was just waiting at the Toronto Pearson Airport, and then I flew down to the London Heathrow Airport, and from there went to the Johannesburg, South Africa, and then I just remember us taking a small plane to Namibia. So the whole experience was just wild and wonderful. So of course, during this whole traveling process, I was obviously talking to people on the planes. I got to meet some interesting, cool people. And once I did get to the London Heathrow Airport, I had to, like meet the whole travel team and make sure that we were like together for us to travel to South Africa. That was like the main thing once I got to the London airport. And yeah, it was kind of tough, like trying to find them and like, going back and forth, but I made it. I was like, yes, I found you. So many people was in the airport, of course. It was a super busy day and night. And so being able to like find them, it was just like a relief at the time. During my time at the meeting spot, I was just like introduced to some of the competitors that was gonna be on the show. And I was just like, oh wow, I'm meeting them already. Like some of them, this is kind of cool and interesting. But everyone was really chill and just like having small talk and eating food at the airport. We weren't really like allowed to like talk, but just like, have a little small talk was fine enough. And it was mainly like some of the rookies that was there, and it was just like really cool and chill at that point. Later on, I remember like meeting some of the UK competitors as well, and it was just a whole bunch of us at the airport. And so at this time, we were like, okay, we need to have lunch. So I remember just all of us just getting some food and sitting down and having lunch together. And that was just like a really cool, interesting time. People were talking about like their past stories, about their other reality shows that they've been on, or just like about life. And so people were cracking jokes and having a good time. And it was just really chill, and everyone was being really civil with each other. Nothing about competition about that time. It was just all like everyone just saying hi, introducing themselves a little bit, and that was that. I remember being with some of the cast members, and we were just at the Johannesburg, South Africa airport, and it was just so wild because we were like, okay, we're gonna be taking a smaller plane now to get to Namibia, and everyone was just going off. Everyone was so excited and just like ready to go. Once we got on the small plane, like everyone was just like listening to music, trying to fix their hair and makeup, and just like cracking jokes and just trying to get ready because they're like, once we get off the plane, like that's it, the competition begins. So it was just so wild. Everyone was just like freaking out, and it was just such a great experience for me because it was like I think like an hour or two in that small plane. When we arrived in Namibia, it was absolutely stunning. Okay, like the weather was amazing. I remember all of us walking off of the plane in a straight line, and the cameraman was filming us, just showing us being strong, brave competitors ready to rumble in this wild game. I remember being greeted by the employees at the airport, and they're just super happy to see us and welcoming us to the, it was just such a great time because seriously, like I always wanted to travel to Africa. It was on my bucket list. So just knowing the fact that it was gonna be the filming place for the show was just really, really amazing. I believe from Namibia, we decided that we're all gonna have lunch at a restaurant. So that was just super nice and fun. Everyone was so hungry. So we we're just like all like talking, eating a bunch of food. And then from there, we were like driven to like a desert, and it was at nighttime. It was just super cool and just wild because we had all of these cars behind us. Like I felt like we were in Fast and the Furious. It was so crazy. And someone from far away was just like, hey guys, get ready to start running like to the tent. And everyone was like, what the hell is going on? So as soon as we all all just started running. Everyone was just like going as fast as they can to see what was gonna happen. We didn't know what to expect. So once we got inside the tent, we saw all of these like beds, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get a bed right now. Like, I'm not gonna be sleeping on no sand tonight. Like, so I need to grab a bed. So it was just so funny to me, and everyone was just like jumping on the bed, like, yes, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, because who knew how many beds were gonna be there and how many of us. Thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. All my social media contacts are below, and I can't wait to share more about my experience on the show.